Well, it's been a busy day setting up camera, lighting, and all of the new software that we've been using for the Thought for the Day, and still working out some of the bugs, some of the files I didn't bring with me from South Carolina, and so we've been handicapped in that respect. Lois has had some problems with her computer up here, and we've of course been unpacking and doing all of the things you do when you move from one location to another. But I hope that you got a chuckle out of the April Fool's video, and that you'll enjoy today's video as we take a look at some of the things that were going on parallel with the ladies at the tomb. And we certainly recognize that the disciples are still believing in an empty tomb, but they're not believing necessarily in a resurrected Jesus. And so we're going to continue to take a look at some of these parallel events that are going on. And today's events are in Matthew, and we find them in chapter 28, verses 11 through 15. So let me read those to you. Now, while they were on their way, some of the guards came into the city and reported to the chief priests all that had happened. And when they had assembled with the elders and consulted together, they gave a large sum of money to the soldiers and said, "You are to say, 'His disciples came by night and stole him away while we were asleep. And if this should come to the governor's ears, we will win him over and keep you out of trouble." And they took the money and did as they had been instructed. And this story was widely spread among the Jews and is to this day. Well, while the ladies were on the way, the guards went into town, and they knew exactly what happened. They knew about the earthquake. They knew about the stone rolling away. They were frightened to death. There were at least 4 of them as a minimum, and they know exactly what had happened, and didn't know what to do. They knew that they could be executed for allowing the body to disappear. And the officials certainly knew with the report of these guards that they definitely had nothing to do with the body disappearing. So they did what politicians often have done. They lied and they bribed to get exactly what they wanted. But remember, there was no advantage for the disciples to steal the body. This was not going to work if Jesus was not going to be seen again. And certainly, again, the Roman government, as well as the Jewish leaders, had no advantage in having a body disappear unless they could show the body many days later as being still dead. And so we find this very interesting bribery story and the rumors that the disciples stole the body. But we know the disciples didn't even believe that he was risen. They knew the tomb was empty, but they thought maybe the Romans took the body, or that the angels had just moved the body. But in any case, without having seen Jesus, the guards certainly saw the events that caused the stone to be rolled away. And they now had their money, but they still were in jeopardy, because once the hierarchy heard about it, the only way they could be content is if Jesus never appeared again, and we know that that's not what happened. So it's an interesting thing. You want to go back and read it. It's found only in Matthew, and it's an interesting part of the tomb account, and why and how the body stolen theory would go through Jerusalem for those that had not yet seen Jesus. But it would be fairly difficult in the days ahead, as Jesus would appear to so many people.